Seth Washington, and today I'm presenting a persuasive speech about the importance of cultural education for the youth. So the purpose for today is understanding identity, helps explore and appreciate the cultural background, promoting diversity, teaches the value of diversity as an essential aspect of society, and developing empathy, cultivates empathy by understanding different cultures. I would just like to begin with a simple but powerful question. What happens when you forget where we come from? Imagine a world where traditions are lost, languages disappear, and young people feel unmoored from their heritage. At the same time, imagine these same individuals struggling to understand and embrace the diverse cultures that they encounter daily. This is the reality that we face if cultural identity or education is neglected. Cultural education is more than a history lesson or a festival. It equips young people with the tools they need to understand their identity, respect others, and build meaningful connections in a globalized society. As citizens of this interconnected world, understanding and respecting cultural diversity is no longer an option. It is a necessity for success and harmony. I've spent time studying cultural education programs, and I witnessed their powerful transformation. And first I would first like to say it preserves heritage and identity. Right? Heritage is more than history; it is a living, breathing parts of who we are. Teaching cultural traditions also allow young people to connect to their roots. Take Japan, for example. Schools often incorporate lessons in traditional arts like calligraphy and tea ceremonies, helping students maintain a deep connection to their cultural past. And right here is a chart. It's kind of blurry, but I'm going to tell y'all what it is. It's like a chart that explains cultural preservation programs that plays a crucial role into our world's identity. Now, while preserving heritage is essential, cultural education is also a bridge to understand others. Let's move on to the second point. Cultural education promotes empathy and inclusivity. So, in today's world, understanding diverse perspectives is crucial. Cultural education fosters empathy by exposing students to different ways of life, beliefs, and traditions. For instance, schools that implement cultural exchange programs have reported a significant reduction in bullying. Why, you may ask? Because when students understand each other, they are less likely to fear or judge one another. In a program I read about, students from different countries share meals, stories, and traditions. This is a simple act of connection building, long-lasting friendships, and breaking down those stereotypes. Workshops on global holidays are another example to share those diversity aspects. When students learn about their celebrations like the Lunar New Year, they gain a deeper appreciation for the diversity in their classroom. Yeah, so this is just like a little poster board for the classroom, and this is a YouTube link. I don't know if I have time to share that. So promoting empathy and inclusivity is also crucial, but cultural education also prepares the young youth for the challenges of the globalized world. Let's explore how this equips them to succeed in today's interconnected society. So understanding multiple cultures is no longer a luxury, it is a necessity in the modern economy. Considering multinational companies that actively seek employees with cultural Why? Because these individuals can navigate diverse workplaces and build relationships across cultural boundaries. Employees value skills that like adaptability and communication with cultural education fosters. So my counter argument is It's of course some people argue against cultural education. Let's address two common criticisms. First criticism claims that cultural education takes time away from core subjects like math and science. And the second one is some believe that emphasizing cultural differences promotes division rather than unity. They argue that focus on what separates us could lead to conflict. However, research by Harvard reveals the opposite. In conclusion, cultural education is not just a luxury; it is a necessity. Today we discussed three key reasons: the perversion of heritage and identity, promotes empathy and inclusion, and prepares youth for the globalized world. So yeah, I would like to leave you with this quote today by Nelson Mandela: "Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world."